Hi Cancer, and welcome to your mid-September sort of updated, quite a short reading. So I've already posted September's readings, and I've got a new website. The link will be below. So your Lenormand card is a child. I absolutely love this card, by the way. Look at the face. I mean, to me, the child is the heart. Yeah, I mean, essentially, the spiritual path in our life is the return to love, you know, the healing of the heart and the openness of wonder, the ability to touch, be touched, to be vulnerable. So that seems to be your additional guidance card, to be able to see the world through that magic again. You know, that magic of Cancer. It's the magic of the child, the divine feminine. Yeah, just willing to live your life with an open heart. And in this world, is there really anything that's more needed? Or anything that's more tougher? We're all at porcupines relating to each other. So Cancer, beautiful card. Absolutely love this card. Really, really do. Love your energy. I feel very tuned into your energy at the moment. I guess it's Venus and Cancer. This softness. So let me just look at what else is going on for Cancer. I need to shuffle a little bit more. You know, my first reading of the day. I always cleanse my cards, but I don't always reshuffle them. Just do a quick cleanse. Give me a reading for Cancer, please. That will guide them through the next. Okay, you got the Death card behind you. No, sorry. The Death card is what you most want. So obviously some sort of change, some sort of, this is Scorpio. The gift is Temperance, which comes right after the Death card. So with Temperance, there's this incredible openness. I can find Temperance quite vulnerable. So feeling quite vulnerable, but an open heart is vulnerable. That's what the child is. It's got this incredible state of openness to it. The challenge is the Eight of Wands. Movement, which is ironic and not any big shock. That movements, it's also about communication, energy, very rapid speed. Mars is going retrograde, guys. Very little we can do about it. And the purpose of Mars retrograde is to ask, what do I truly desire? What do I really, really, really desire? Really desire? It's such a deep, deep question, guys. For relationships, you've got the Ten of Pentacles, money and work. You've got the Strength card, looking at the Death card, soul position, the Four of Swords. And the outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, which is fantastic for your finances, guys. Very stable, health. Really, really good card to have at this time for anyone. Queen and King are like rooted, grounded. And actually, I've just turned it around, and you do have the Empress here. So you get a lot of major arcanas: the Death card, Temperance, Strength, and the Empress. So what you want is a Death card. The Death card is obviously a change. It's a transition. Yeah, the snake, the shredding of an old identity. We've been very, very much in the Death card this year. And I'm not only talking about physical death, I'm talking about a complete letting go of what was. So this is about shredding an old identity, leaving something behind and stepping into the next stage. And what I love the most about your reading is you've got the next stage as the gift. So once we shred a skin now, Cancer, so imagine a skin is a defense. So we're obviously going to be feeling this incredible openness. It's incredible. You can feel quite vulnerable with the Temperance card, but as a Cancer, I mean, I do know that you've got a crab and you've got a shell, so you come in and out of your shell. But Cancer's beauty isn't its vulnerability, it's openness. And even though Temperance is Sagittarius, I don't quite look at it that way. And also, she is floating in water, Temperance, and she's only got this slip on. So it's also about the spiritualization of your emotions, which is simply, in plain English, trusting your own knowing, trusting your own instincts, following your own guide and your own inner knowing. So this is the gift. And because you want the Death card, it's like you want to shred something and go through this change. Imagine a world where we all came back to our original nature. Even some of us coming back to our original nature will change so much in this life, because that's what this is about, really. It's a state of openness. So you want to shred a skin and maybe shred some defenses. Our defences are just those places where we've been wounded, Cancer. There's no big drama. If you check out my website, I do talk about it quite a lot. And healing those wounded places is what opens us back up to love. 8 of Wands as a challenge might be about communication. It might be about travel. You might feel that you're a little bit limited in what you can do and what you can't do. We all are limited in what we can do and what we can't do. That's the nature of the year, okay? So I'm not saying it's easy, but remember the gift of Temperance is that middle path, coming back to the self, coming back to openness, coming back to the heart, trusting your instincts, and the middle, work on your balance, okay? Not too much work, not too much play, that sort of thing. So you've got the 10 of Pentacles in your relationships. So 10 of Pentacles in relationships can mean it's about stability, yeah, security. It's very much a state of openness, but it's very, very much a wealth card. So wealth isn't only financial, it's relational. It's health, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles, so it looks like your health's good. And it looks like you're very, very connected with, you're just almost seeing there's a lot of stability here. And sometimes stability is about being connected with the earth element, yeah. And the 10 of Pentacles is about stability, it's about openness, it's about relational wealth. So beautiful. Love seeing it for you guys. So the Strength card in your money and work. This is the Leo card. Now, it's funny because a lot of people are getting it, and I love the fact that they're getting it, because so many people are like, sometimes Cancer, we're in survival. And sometimes we're in a sense of purpose. Sometimes we're in both. I mean, maybe in an ideal world, we wouldn't be in survival. We'd be in, what am I here to contribute? This is the Leo energy. This is the energy of the heart. And the heart is always about the governor. Who controls our life? What's the governor of our life? Where's this direction going? So you've got this in your money and work, and it is looking at the Death card, which means there's some sort of shift. There's a shift happening here. There's a change desired from one way of life to another. Relationships are looking good. I can't help thinking this is about your sense of, what am I here to serve? What am I here to give? Because Leo is opposite Aquarius, remember? So our purpose, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance that your purpose is connected with the collective energy. Yeah, and that's what true service is, really. So there's definitely a sense of destiny looking at the death card, and some sort of shift that's desired here. Remember, Temperance is my Buddha card. Just working too hard is nothing healthy about living that way, guys. That's not about soul purpose, okay? So just keep the balance. Make sure you're giving time to pursuits that focus on your health, whatever they be, within the limitations of the Eight of Wands. Yeah? Because that connection is the most important thing in our lives. And if we lose it, we lose our soul, okay? So there's some sort of shift required here. I'm a little bit fascinated. Give me a card. Oh my God. So you got 2 Leo cards. Psh, Cancer. And it's funny because Venus, you know, Venus has gone from Cancer to Leo. So after we focus on ourselves, we reconnect with our own innocence, we bring it out into the world as a creative purpose, yeah? So there's definitely this sense of wanting to bring this illumination, this light, this clarity. And as you do it, you're making some sort of shift in your life. And the shift that we're all being asked to make is very, very much around the Aquarius vibration, guys, okay? So humanity, the collective whole. So it's less about us and more how can I bring my gifts in order to help the whole of humanity. That is the vibration we're all being asked to move to. And we'll move there one way or another, Cancer. We'll all be moving there. 4 of Swords in a soul position, and the 8 of Wands is a challenge. So yeah, there's still a bit of a challenge between dynamic movement and being in rest. Okay? You know, my advice, Cancer, I mean, I'm not talking about not needing to do things in life, yin and yang, yeah? As much as you can just be, this downtime is where I'm meant to be. And really what we're meant to be using it for is a lot of purification. And because the 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords, this is purification of the heart, that innocence card, remember? And that is, again, the pure spiritual journey, the purification of the heart and living in that state of openness again. It sounds easy, doesn't it? But I wonder for some of you that this is what's been going on. I read for quite a few Cancers, and I know that you really are trying with all your power to embrace this process of emotional clearing. Yeah, beautiful. And then you get the Queen of Pentacles with the Empress. So both very grounded, very earth, fantastic for your physical health and fantastic for your finances, guys. Okay? Because earth rules the body. It rules the 3D realm. And the 3D realm is obviously our bodies, what we eat. One of the most important things we can ever focus on is what we eat. It is also about massage, healing, love, planting a garden, nutrition, family, whatever family is to you guys. Tribe. But really, really, really connecting with your own state of well-being, because that's where everything comes from. It's the cup, isn't it? If my cup is full, then I can become the 10 of Cups. I can give from this source. And it looks like to me that you've been I found it with a few signs more than others. Some have really, really embraced this process we're going through. And what's showing up for you is there's still a lot of, I would say, detoxing the heart, by the way. That's a lot where my spiritual practice is at the moment when Venus is in Cancer, particularly around early childhood things. And that's what the Four of Swords is, because it's a retreat back in order to heal. Yeah? It's absolutely stunning reading, guys. Yeah, so the Death card is with the Ace of Pentacles. So more pentacles, more pentacles, more pentacles. This is about shredding something old. It can be an old house, it can be an old job to bring something different forward, or it can be an overall change of perspective. Because we're either going to surrender to what wants to be created, or we're going to be dragged there. Yeah. And because of that Innocence card, it still reminds me of the Cancer dynamic and that gift that you're here to teach us all. Yeah. Beautiful reading, Cancer, actually. First reading of the day, and you really made my day. So much love. And it's funny because it's a Pisces full moon right now. And that's the water trinity, isn't it? And how we, you know, that's how we change ourselves. It's through the water dynamic. It's through feeling our feelings, purifying them in Pisces and Virgo, and then birthing something new and coming into the state of wellness and well-being. Lovely reading, Cancer, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.